Hi guys, Patrick here, and today we are doing another toy review on another SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z figure. Now, last video I reviewed this guy right here. Go check that out if you want. So now we are going to review the second SH Figuarts that I got for Christmas, and that is the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Broly movie Gogeta. Now, this is a figure that I was pretty excited for when they first showed off at was it E3 or New York Toy Fair um of when the movie was released. So this means this is another movie figure, which you always got to appreciate. So this is Gogeta's design from the most recent Dragon Ball Z film, the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Now I did watch it on Netflix. In the normal Japan dub because they didn't do an English dub for Netflix anyway. So I watched that with English subtitles on, and I loved it. It had great animation, great fight scenes, and overall gave Broly a better character instead of just being a massive anger all the time. But more importantly, the big reason a lot of people went to go see the movie was because of Gogeta's return. Now, very similar to Vegito, Gogeta made his return in a Dragon Ball Super feature. So this is his new design. So you know how this works. We're going to go over sculpt, paint, accessories, and articulation. So for the sculpt of Gogeta, it reminds me so much of Shintani's artwork from the movie, and they captured it beautifully in the sculpt of this figure. It's visually stunning. I have no problem with the visuals, except for in the jacket, this yellow piece. These yellow puffs on his vest are separate. This yellow bit here, the vest was molded in plastic, and this was just painted yellow. So it does look a little weird, but it's not really that noticeable if you get him into a pose or look at him from a distance. Now, one thing that struck me about Gogeta's design when they first showed him off is the color change. So, if you don't know, Gogeta originally debuted in a Dragon Ball Z film called Fusion Reborn, and when Goku and Vegeta fused to make Gogeta, but it didn't come out with this color scheme. The color scheme for the original Gogeta was orange puffs on the jacket and a more darkish kind of blue on these these we'll call them boot covers here, and the belt. But other than that, he looks great in the movie. He's really a really awesome character. And he also acquired Super Saiyan Blue, which I really dig the hair on this figure. Some people prefer like the matte finish look on SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z figures. Like with my premium color Super Saiyan Vegeta review, that had shiny hair, but the original had matte finish. I think the shine works better for Super Saiyan Blue because it looks way better, especially if you have it on the light. It just really looks stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Entirely new sculpt on the arms and the vests and the legs, and everything is brand new sculpted. No reused parts, unlike back then when they SH Figuarts did their figures. So no issues at all with the visuals on this guy. He looks great. So now what accessories? We don't get that much with this Gogeta, but I'd say it's fair, especially due to the price range. So first we have the faces. So the default face out of the package is the stern face right there. But you also have the option to give him a kind of cocky smirking expression, which is really important for the character, so I'm glad they included that. And also, you can't have a Dragon Ball Z figure without a yelling face. So we have a powering up or screaming at Broly face, which looks great. And side note, I do not have the Broly figure. I don't have either of them. But hey, it's fine. And another nice addition is we get the base form head, which looks great. It kind of looks just like a repainted Super Saiyan Blue head, but hey, it looks good. But one complaint I have with it is that you don't get any other alternate faces for it. It's just this, like, smirking face. No yelling face, no stern face, which makes me a little bit mad. But hey, we can't all be winners. I do know that the Monocle Fit made a normal Super Saiyan head for Gogeta and a base form head with more faces. Now, this is a total side note, but but not Demonical Fit, Figuarts Standard, the same people who made this Kid Buu model kit that I did review on my channel, made a Gogeta that has the same heads as this one. But the thing is, instead of making like an add-on or something, they decided to just release a separate kit that only came with two heads, the base form and Super Saiyan. Why? You should have included it in the figure, you know? So now we get on to hands. So first pair of hands, we get the default fists that come on them in the package. And we also get a pair of fighting hands, which look nice, nicely sculpted. Then we get a pair of Kamehameha, Final Flash, or Gallic Gun hands, which look great. And final pair of hands is we get a pair of open palm hands for a Stardust Breaker or any other move that requires open hands. So that's all the accessories, which it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. So now we're getting on to the articulation. So the head is on a ball hinge. Well, I'm assuming, let me just take off the head. Yeah, it's on the basic ball hinge that we usually get for a lot of these SH Figuarts DBZ figures. And also, a little side note, that this hair is uncomfortably sharp, especially on the base form head. It is so sharp. I remember cutting my thumb on it once while I was swapping out the heads. So a little wary of that. So you got a ball hinge, which looks down that far. You can't bend the head too far forward, or else it'll knock off the face, which is a little issue. So it can look down that far, and it can also look up that far, which is pretty good. Arms are really interesting for a DBZ figure for me, is that they can move forward, which this does look a little ugly. If you look at it from the back, it kind of looks weird. But you're mainly going to be looking at it from the front, so it doesn't look too bad. So you get some forward movement. Arm can move up around that far. And the sleeves are on a ball joint. Bicep swivel. Double bend at the elbow. That doesn't really bend that far, surprisingly. Swivel at the wrists and a hinge with a ball joint, so if you rotate it, you can get a little bit of side to side. Ball joint at the waist, which can be lifted up slightly, so you can get a better crunch and a better arcing back. That does leave a bit of a gap, which you're just gonna have to deal with it. Now this is okay. With the belt, you can kind of swivel it around to get a bit of motion. And with this harness piece, it can swivel so you can get, like, swooping poses. Now, this is my first experience with the new SH Figuarts legs, and I'm pleasantly surprised. So you can move it up a ridiculous amount, like almost up to his head, which looks great. And it can look back a good amount. You can kick sideways only about that far. You get a thigh swivel, double bend at the knee, ball joint at the ankle, which allows for a beautiful pivot, and a toe bend. So the articulation on this figure is pretty good. I like it. It's good. It's definitely better than the old style of SH Figuarts posability, but the originals still hold up. I know a lot of people are talking kind of bad stuff about the old SH Figuarts, but I still think they hold up reasonably well. Still better than those old Irwin toys. Am I right, boys? So that has been my review of the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Broly movie Gogeta. If you would like to support the channel, make sure you subscribe, share, like, all the other stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!